brave friends last time.
Okay.
Or a town. It's really a fairly small village, but it is sort of the eastern frontier of the kingdom of Verbabank. And you have your 500 brave Tolvari soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was 300 infantry, 100
100.
cavalry, and 100 archers.
Yes. Plus
Support staff.
Okay. And what? We're taking the moat house.
Well, the moat house is the closest stronghold where these fungus zombies were coming from.
Okay.
The people, the remaining, there's only like 32 survivors of the whole town of Hamlet out of 150 people. And those are only
Does that include Barbara?
Barbara the chicken and Dwight the dwarf are, and all of your peasants are still intact.
Was that his name? I know I gave him a ridiculous name.
I think it was. I'd have to check the other thing. I'm going to go with Dwight because I think Chad said it last time. So, and if it changes, I'll retcon it.
I don't think his Dwight is all.
Oh, well, you know, a dwarf farmer and his brave chicken, Barbara. Barbara, the most memorable of all the peasants. My God. All right. So basically, y'all are camped out here, and you have, you know, the town has been, basically a log palisade has been built around the town, you know, to fend off the undead. But the problem was the clerics of St. Cuthbert who survived are very, very, very puzzled and worried because they couldn't turn these zombies. One of them, Brother Carabas, is like, I don't understand. I held my holy symbol aloft, and I spoke the prayer, and nothing happened. The foul beasts, they just kept coming. They didn't even respond to the holy ground of the temple.
Perhaps zombies have no care for rules and regulations.
All right, so, Oslin.
Yes.
You are aware that that's because these are not true undead. These are living creatures created from a fungus. Now, that fungus may be alien to your world, but it is still a fungus, a plant.
That damn fungus.
I know, right?
Fungus among us.
Haha.
Yeah, so he would relay that to the group.
Okay.
That they're not truly undead, that they're only, it's an infection more than anything.
So the infection needs a cure. Should we just burn everything?
Unfortunately, it's made of stone.
We can't burn things then. Never mind.
Well, I mean, if you could get powerful enough wizards who could throw enough fireballs at it, yes, you possibly could burn it. The problem is, there aren't that many powerful wizards in Verbabank, and the closest place you could find them would probably be the free city of Greyhawk, which is several weeks' travel away.
And we've only got, like, what, a week until there's that meeting?
Yes. Until the great conclave of evil beings.
Okay.
But for now, we've got that guy's son to contend with in the in the swamps.
Well,
Larith the Beautiful.
He was at the moat house because he was the one calling all the big bads.
That would seem to be what you understand. Yes.
Okay.
So are we like outside of the moat?
You're in Hamlet right now. The
Oh,
moat
okay,
house
okay.
itself is 10 miles through treacherous swamps. Now there's kind of a road, but it's been overgrown for years.
How long would it take to clear the road?
Oh, well, given the fact, hang on, I just have to pull up my calendar.
Like, could we use soldiers or whatever, like, to cut through as we're moving through it?
Possibly. However, you're also running the risk of disease, malaria, infection, that kind of stuff while you're doing that.
Could
Could
we,
you
Scratch that.
could we burn the plants? If
I
it's
wouldn't
okay with
suggest
Trout.
starting a forest
Well,
fire.
I'm like, yeah, you get a dirty look from Austin.
You may not want to do that with the two druids. They might be a little upset.
Can we
You
burn
could.
your house down?
You can control the fire. It is easy to control the fire.
Well, it's also a swamp.
Yeah, so there's plenty of water.
But it'd probably be hard to set a fire if it's surrounded by a swamp.
Yeah,
Probably not
we won't
dead.
burn the
Roll
foliage
an
that's in our way, we'll burn trees.
Yeah, roll an intelligence check, Oslin, because this is kind of your bailiwick. Also, you could help him, Trell, because you two both have druidic training.
Okay.
Mm.
Do I roll one as well, or was that
Yes.
just an advantage?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just fine. Okay, so Oslin, you realize you could set the whole swamp on fire. If someone disturbed enough of the layers under the water to release the marsh gas.
So he will look, I guess, with realizing that, he would look to Vard and ask if we could use Carr.
Well, you'd have to ask him.
I will look at the alligator and be like, can you help ruffle up, or, you know, how do I say this? It's not rummage, but I guess, like, stir up the bottom of these swamplands.
Are we really going with the arson idea? Is that what we're doing? We're setting things on fire to get through it.
Uncle Varg, is that a good idea? God, yes, we can use Carr.
I'm heavily against this idea.
Well, we can put it on the back burner if you want. I mean,
Yes, back burner, hilarious.
I've taken 1d10 pun damage.
But the fire will purify everything and all the diseases. And just remember, after a fire, new growth happens.
Are you really trying to argue with druids to set an entire wetland on fire?
I don't want to set the entire wetland on fire. I just want to set the road on fire. That's all.
Well,
The road is a swamp. How do you light specifically swamp on fire? The only thing that will catch fire is the trees, Josh.
Varg just like steps in between everyone, paws up like he's trying to push everyone away from each other. Okay. We'll put the forest fire idea on the back burner. No pun intended, but a funny one at that. And we'll think of a better plan. Druids, what do you have?
Probably
have a map?
moving plants. That would
do
be
we have
a
like
thing
a
I would
map of
expect.
the area?
Well, I'm actually trying to find one for you. God damn it, Gygax. You'd made maps of the goddamned outhouses in Hamlet, but you could not include a map of the fucking road. Seriously? hang on. I'm going to T1 the village of Hamlet, and Gary was special. Oh goodness. No, in fact, there are no maps of this area.
Do we happen to have any other druids at our disposal?
You guys are it. You guys are like the special forces team up from Selene to protect the great forests to the south. So.
And I'm assuming that we can't send a message back to Celine to request
well, it took y'all a long time to get here. Yeah, you can. You can send a messenger back.
Yeah, but we have less than a week.
You have a week, and it will probably take 2 to 3 weeks to go all the way to Enstad from where you are.
Yeah.
Because Enstad is like way down there.
So
my only sorry.
No, I was just gonna ask. Let me just make sure I understand. So, what is it that's blocked? Is it our path going to?
A small party could easily go along the road.
Our path is a bit swampy, I think, is the gist of it.
Okay.
Yes, your cavalry would stand a chance during travel of laming their horses. Your men would stand a chance during travel, because it's just such a large force stirring up so much vegetation, would stand a chance of catching swamp illnesses.
Is there anything helpful growing off that crocodile's back?
Hey Varg, do you mind if I roll to see if anything helpful is growing off of Car's back?
You want to play gardener to my god Faymire crocodiles? Sure, why not?
Imagine it would be Faymire plants.
I only ask that he might have, something that we can use that would be a remedy to perhaps something that would be
that crocodile
harmful.
Would produce, let's see, 3 doses if there is something, which I haven't rolled for yet.
Doses of what, I wonder?
It's a crocodile. It's not like a field.
Carr looks at Oslin, with a very hungry eye, and just says, "Just don't pull out the roots."
Just take a little off the top.
Alright, so I'm gonna roll to see if you got anything. Okay, let me grab my big book of weird crap. The stuff I never know people are going to... Okay, no, you do not find any medicinal herbs on there, but an herbalist, if they took a day, could make, with what you harvested, could make 2 potions that would create a stinking cloud.
Who's the one with the herbalist kit? Isn't that you?
I'm one of them. I think more than one of us has an herbalist kit.
I have an herbalism kit as well.
So I could let you herbalists help each other and guarantee, without rolling, that you make 2, basically potions of stinking cloud.
But
I mean,
still
it's
within
good.
a
I
day.
mean, especially against living, breathing things, it will give them hideous disadvantage and make them easier to hit.
Sweet.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
The unfortunate part is you should not enter the stinking cloud yourselves.
Yeah.
And will it still take us a day, or will it?
I'm gonna say it takes a day because you've got to distill it and boil it and then, refine it down.
Can we afford the loss of time?
That's up to you.
So so do we have at the ready like all of the men that you listed?
Yes.
Like we're ready to roll out. So then let's skip it.
Here's the thing. If they roll out, we're gonna have to make the rolls for the horses and all that. If just a small group goes, okay. The other thing is if they roll out, Hamlet is undefended.
So that's what. Okay, so I was just gonna suggest that maybe like we do a smaller group of say like 20 or 30.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so it'd be like our core, and then a couple of cavalry guys, some archers to watch our backs.
Yeah, we don't have
Alright.
to
Some
march the whole
pikemen,
army out there, at least not till a week.
Right.
Okay, well, it's up to Lord Arius.
And, well,
I guess a small scouting party wouldn't harm anything.
And y'all don't have to go yourselves at all. You could send a contingent of men to investigate the moat house if that's what you want.
I was actually thinking of sending my familiar across.
You can't send them very far.
Yeah.
Varg walks up to Arius and just says, I can lead the scouting party with Carr. It's a swamp area. And then I can relay the information when I get back.
That'll do. Yes, that's a perfect example.
He has like a terrain thing, don't you?
Yep.
Yes.
I am specifically made for scouting. This is what I am built for.
Like, look at your terrain thing. Like, how big of a party are you supposed to be able to lead?
Where is it? It's just natural explorer. Ignore difficult terrain. Advantage on initiative rolls. First turn during battle. Hold up. Let me. First turn during battle gives advantage on attack against enemies that haven't acted yet. Difficult terrain doesn't slow party travel unless by magic party can't get lost with you present.
It says it doesn't slow party travel.
Even while engaged by activities, you remain danger alert. Lone travel allows stealth during normal pace. Foraging bears twice as much. Creature tracking gives exact number, sizes, and age of tracks.
Yeah, okay. So, like, it doesn't say a size of the party, but
No.
it says the difficult terrain isn't an issue.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that the size of the party is like any more than 10 people, it's not a party anymore. It's like
It's a platoon.
mostly just you're leading an army at that point.
But yeah, if
it's one thing to keep 5 or 6 dunderheads safe in the wilderness. It's another thing to keep 500 dunderheads safe.
But yeah, it's interesting because it buffs the party. Party can't get lost. Apparently if I get advantage on initiative rolls, and if I take the first turn during a battle, if the enemy hasn't acted yet, I get advantage on them. But if I'm alone, I get a buff to my stealth and any foraging and tracking I do, which is interesting. I didn't fully read that when I first made it. So, yeah, I mean, if Varg can use Carr to like navigate the swamps and probably take a small scouting party with them and check the place out, relay information.
Okay, so are you taking just some of the Tolvari soldiers? You taking your adventuring party? Who you taking?
The adventuring party is us, right? Like
Yes.
all of us? Okay. So
I am absolutely going.
you are going?
Well, I don't
Yep.
think that we should split up like we did last time. So, I mean, I think if one of us is going to go, we all need to go.
Okay.
I agree with Kara. If it's like, the Musketeers, all for one for all kind of.
Oh, for goodness sake!
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. He'll just hop on Carr's back and just be like, "Well, figure something out."
Are you standing on his back or like?
No,
Laying.
I'm sitting like right on his shoulders, right behind his head.
Okay.
Okay. So you all start out into the and you took 10 men with you, or do you just want to keep the party small so you get all the advantages?
We can keep it. Yeah, we can keep it small, but keep the advantage buffs and everything.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Still
And
wanted
Varg,
to
you're
bring
tight-
Daria though.
Yeah, Daria's coming with. She's not being separated from your side, Trell.
Sweet.
What about my manser, my ogre servant?
He's an orc, and his name is
Orc.
Gromek.
I love how offended Tina got on that one.
Roman. Don't.
My sir, I am an orc, and I take offense to
Sorry,
being
that's-
called an ogre. Ogres
Sorry,
are giant orcs.
Sorry, I was asking out of character because it's
No,
been a
I
while
know.
since
I'm.
Don't orcs have stronger resistance to infections?
Oh yeah, y'all won't be affected by any of this because you're not beating every mosquito out of the bushes.
Okay.
Gromek is like, very good, sir. I shall be ready to kill at your command.
Superb.
He's got a really big battle axe.
Just a side note, you know.
I mean, to Gromak, that's just a battle axe.
Yes. I mean, yeah. But to everyone else, it's a fairly large one. Okay.
So we're going to be trekking through the swamp.
Yes, you all move along the road.
Real quick, I want to make sure, Trell is going to be checking for signs of black dragons because, you know, they like swamps and there's a few regional effects they have.
I need you to roll a wisdom check.
Okay. Wisdom.
Yes, there is a black dragon somewhere in the swamp, but not along the track you're going.
Ooh. Make sure to avoid that. I'm guessing I can't tell like the age of the dragon by the regional effects.
Yes, you can. In fact, this one is an adult. It's
Ooh.
fully grown. It is not a small juvenile dragon. This one's fully grown and fairly old.
Okay, yes.
Hello, he is Black Dragon here to fuck up our day.
How large are black dragons full adulthood?
Well, this says huge, which is
huge would be about 80 to 100 feet in length.
Right.
Yeah.
They also get like 4 attacks per round.
Yep, and their strength is like 23, and they got some higher stats, and they've got a lot of attacks and a lot of stuff that would just F us up pretty badly.
And in its own swamp, it gets lair actions.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's keep far away from the black dragon.
Yep, that's why I check for these things.
All right, so Varg, I'm going to give Varg the information because this is kind of his time to shine. You and Carr consult with each other a little bit, and then you determine that there has been, in the last week, a band of maybe 50 orcs moving through this area, but not toward the moat house. You also detect about 25 kobolds and upwards of 20 humans, but I mean, enough things have tracked along this road that it's hard to tell.
Right.
And I mean, Carr also finds where there's a dead kobold on one side of the road and a half-eaten orc on the other, and very definite signs that a dragon flew through here and breathed acid on a group of these interlopers.
Mm.
Well, now that so I guess Trell, you know, kind of like figured out that there was the dragon around, so relayed that information, and then we found more information as we went along.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see, you can find that information because you see the dragon landed here to have a snack.
Right. Well, if can you tell how old it's been since that dragon's been there?
It has been about 2 weeks, and fortunately, thanks to Trell knows that dragons have fairly slow metabolisms and don't need to slaughter often.
Nice.
Do I know exactly how long it takes for them to get hungry again?
That's kind of spotty. It varies from dragon to dragon based on their constitution. Really. Okay. You also know Carr informs you that ahead there are giant frogs.
How far? Can we tell?
Probably in the next 100 yards or so. Probably in one of the pools in the side of the road, or maybe in a big mud hole in the middle of the road.
We just know that it's about 100 yards away.
Yeah, there's 5 of them. You've seen the signs.
Nice.
And you also know that a small creature is in danger of being swallowed.
Like immediately?
Are you talking about me?
Yeah, I'm talking about small creatures. Small creatures, if hit, are in danger of being swallowed, yes. And at which point they have to fight their way back out of the stomach.
That's what I was about to say. Is it like an instant death, or is it like
No,
cut out of
no
it?
instant death. You have a chance, but you're taking damage each round because that's stomach acid.
And Varg's, of course, going to relay that information and like let those who are considered small creatures step back a little bit more. Oslin's got a bow, right? So like he can still attack if he wanted to help out. So.
Oslin should not wade into melee combat with these things. And actually, in the original module, these were instant death. It was like, you fail your death save, gone. Make another character. Shit. So, Gary was having a bad day when he made this. Alright, fortunately you all have a very good ranger. Without Varg and Trell, you guys would not know any of this.
Could I transform into one of the frogs and lead them away?
I'm guessing you're talking about alter self.
Yes.
I don't think you can turn into creatures with that.
No, you can only alter one thing about yourself.
Oh, never mind then.
Your appearance, or like a hand or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not full
you can
body
make
thing.
yourself like amphibious.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the main thing I remember about it, is making yourself amphibious.
Okay. Never mind then.
Alright, so will you make the stealth check to lead them past Varg?
Yes.
Well, hey, Oslin can probably turn into a giant frog, can't he? He's got beast shape.
I honestly don't know how that works, so somebody...
It works on challenge rating, whatever the creature's challenge rating is, and whatever your level is. For example, the challenge rating on these is 1/4. So he should be able to transform into them.
Hang on, I'm checking the challenge rating of the giant frogs. Actually, these the challenge rating on these is 1.
Oh, okay.
Remember, I'm adapting from an older edition, so...
Yeah. Does that translate to level 1 for us, or
yeah, it translates to level 1. What I did was I used Kobold Fight Club, the website, to test these monsters, and that's what the challenge rating it came up with.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, he should be able to transform into one, then. That's how beast shape works. Anyway, I don't have it pulled up right now, but he should have the document on it.
Okay.
Can they
Rock
swallow
on. You
each
can
other?
transform into one.
Oslin turns into an even gianter frog and swallows them.
So you're talking about like wild shape?
Yeah, wild shape. That's what I
Okay,
meant.
so once... Have I ever seen one before?
That's
Make
a
an
question.
intelligence check.
Yeah, that's something you'd be able to answer, not me.
I don't know.
Well, like I said, make that... Oh, yeah, you've seen one.
Okay.
Beautiful creatures, lovely plumage.
I keep forgetting he has B shape. He's never used it.
Now, actually, before you start doing this, Carr pipes up and says to Varg, it's like, I can eat these. And these are his, like, natural prey. I mean, these kinds of things are tasty to him.
Like, Varg just pats him on the cheek and it's just like, I know.
Not gamey like humans.
And not as crunchy as halflings, I assume.
Roll. I don't know. I don't think Car's ever eaten a halfling. I mean, maybe.
No, he hasn't. He's just like, what? No, haven't tried. Been wanting to.
Imagine I was on took offense to that.
Yeah, Hank's growling at Varg right now. Like, teeth bared.
Aris is just going to pat the halfling on the head.
Okay.
Have we figured out what we want to do about these frogs yet?
Hey, I'm just sitting here. It's a nice day in the swamp. It's not even 10 a.m. Not the hottest part of the day yet.
So
I
What are those crazy magical folk on that alligator doing over there?
I made that. I made that.
If Car is hungry, just let him go to town, and maybe he'll scare the rest of them away.
I mean, I'm sure he is. I mean, he had a pretty hefty fish lunch at Arius's estate earlier from all those people feeding him. But
I mean, yeah, but we've been in Hamlet for a bit, so.
This is
Yeah.
true.
Let's
But
let the
anyway.
alligator have his feast.
I made that stealth roll. I failed it, I'm sure.
Yes, you failed the stealth roll. So you're sending Car to eat the frogs, right?
Yeah, you need to
Yes.
use Car's stealth, though, not yours.
No, you don't even need to worry about
Okay.
it. Car, I'm not making him roll stealth. It's a swamp. He's a crocodile.
We also don't have Car's sheet made on.
Yeah, but you have your information on it, so you'd have to
Yeah, I'm still not used to manually making dice rolls, so.
I could do that for you.
Well,
Anyway.
if you don't mind me saying so, Car devours one of the frogs. The other frogs fail their charisma save and run like hell. So, combat averted.
Huzzah.
Okay, you come to the moat house itself after all the shenanigans and all that information. And basically, give me 1 second to get where I need to be. All right, so yeah, basically it's just a big old ruined keep. Some of the walls are crumbling. There's a drawbridge across a moat.
How tall is the tower?
The tower is almost all gone.
Oh.
You see like timbers sticking up where it was. The first floor, if you can get inside the walls, may be intact. So you've got the drawbridge. There is the courtyard. You can see beyond it.
I think before we do anything, can I use what is it, the Eye of the Demon?
Yes.
Okay. What do I need to roll for that?
Make your wisdom check. Add your proficiency bonus. And you have to beat a 14.
Oh.
You have advantage because
No.
you're seeking demonic energies. There is some here, but you sense further beyond this a great source of demonic energy in the distance.
Great. So yeah, so I'll kind of relay that. There is definitely some demonic activity, but I feel it's farther on and most likely going to be coming this way.
Okay. So,
Guessing we don't know what type of demonic energy.
Can I do like a perception check or anything like that to see if there's signs of people or fresh tracks or anything like that?
You don't need to. Yes, there are fresh tracks across this across this thing and across this drawbridge, and there's a couple of humans. And Varg tells you this. There's a couple of humans who've crossed this, and there are several kobolds.
And have they seen us?
Nobody seems to have seen anything. You know, kobolds like to be active at night.
What time of the day is it?
It is like 11 a.m.
Oh, okay. I'd like to do my little druidcraft thing to see like what the weather is going to be like.
There might be some rain from the south.
Okay. Hey, rain is a good thing for me. It gives me more it gives me a bonus on my stealth.
I just like how you're the weather boy now.
Yeah, Julian, if you can see right here from the south, we look like we'll get some rain, about 20% chance.
As you can see from this little this little ball of sunlight with clouds under it and a little rain.
Oh no, someone's drawn Sharpies.
Hang on. The wind changes from the north. We may get hail off the plains of Greyhawk. We do not want that.
Has anyone drawn any Sharpies on this magical vortex of weather?
Is there... it's a walled structure, isn't it?
Yes.
Is there any way someone could climb the wall and probably like be able to just like kind of like look down and see exactly where everyone is?
Well, you said that there's a drawbridge. I imagine that means there's a moat.
There is a moat.
Right.
If you could somehow get across the moat to climb the wall, yes.
You could probably just stand on Car's back. Really.
Varg's got a climbing kit, so what I was thinking is Varg could once again do scouting stuff and climb up the wall just to kind of like look down and get an idea. But yeah, he could go on Car's back. I don't know how much Car can carry, so I don't want like 6 people on his back and have him like drown himself.
He can only carry one person at a time.
Could I fire a crossbow bolt onto the wall with rope on for one person, like the halfling, to climb on?
By the way, I'm sorry, just a second. If you will look at the general chat in our server, you can see a picture of the moat house.
Ooh, yay!
Oh, okay. I see there's a bunch of rubble like on a couple of sides here that just looks like you can hop over the moat a little bit onto it.
Now the moat is about 20 feet across, but
okay.
if you swim or let Car carry each of you, you could get to one of those and climb up.
Well, what I was going to ask too is, since my stealth is really high, I could try to sneak across and scout that way as well.
All right. Yes, you could do that.
I feel like a good strategy would be to have Car just kind of silently swim each of us across at different places.
That's what I was thinking.
And then all of us just kind of attack from different directions.
Yeah, like kind of like a pincer attack in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So could I turn into a crocodile?
Yes, you can do that.
You may even be able to turn into a giant crocodile.
That's what I'm saying. So
That's challenge rating 5.
I can turn into something like that and we can do 2x2 or whatever.
Well, it depends on the size, I guess. Like a crocodile.
I'm gonna allow it.
Okay.
Why the hell not? So, all right, which team is going where?
Well, Chell would prefer not to stand on top of Oslin, to be quite honest.
So before we do this, I have a question. So are we going to go over just to scout and see how many kobolds and humans there are, or or is our plan to get over there and clear the place? Like kill everything that we can.
I'd say surprise attack.
I'd say The best areas to probably go to would be where the demolished roof is, because I highly doubt anyone's going to be on the raised bits compared to the main keep.
That was one of a good place. It would provide a lot more solid footing for us and give us the high ground, which would
Possibly. We could also fall through.
This is also
That's true too.
I was thinking of like this pile of rubble off to the left. I was at least for Trell, I was thinking he could just stand on the top of the pile of rubble, and I could also duck for cover and further to the left where there's a little bit of wall there.
Yeah, because I'm guessing that sort of rampart would go all the way around. It looks like it does until on the right side where it's collapsed.
Yeah, it looks like it does go all the way around.
So we
Why
could
don't just walk straight across.
Because there's that group of rubble there, the front corner bit, and the rubble on the right side as well. So that's 3 places to go to, which is what you were saying, Jory. So we could go from all those 3 points, I suppose.
Yeah, I'd like to go from the right. It looks like it gives me the best vantage point that I can see, and the least likely of falling through a floor.
Oh, okay. Hey guys, sorry, my internet flickered out for a second.
Oh, okay.
So whatever you're doing, let me know, because I have no freaking clue.
Sorry,
Okay,
we didn't really get anything definite yet.
So what I'm thinking is Trell's more of a close range person. He's going to need to be in a spot where he be able to move down and go close range with a lot of his stuff.
That seems like the front where the first corner.
Yeah, but I'd like not to be hit by everyone at once.
Right, exactly. So what I'm trying to think is like, what if Trell does go through the front, but everyone else goes all over the sides? Ranged people get to like a good vantage point where they can see and they can start attacking people from the side, while Trell runs in and starts taking out the ones that are closer. That way, he's not getting hit by everyone and all the other ones that he can't take care of are distracted by us.
All right, but I want Carr and Hank to come through the front.
Obviously.
Well, now, actually, I'm going to say something. This is just kind of something to consider. Never mind. Y'all continue. Do your thing.
But I want to know what you had to say.
No, I was going to give hints, and I must not. I must be impartial.
On the rampart, on the left rampart, there are some small beams sticking out. I see.
Yes.
How sturdy are those?
You won't know until you try them.
Because there's a little platform around the top of the rampart, which would be a good advantage point. I mean, failing that, I could just fire a rope bolt to the top.
Oh wait, Freya's a monk. She's close range too. She can be with you too.
Yeah, like all
And
close
Daria.
range people might.
And Daria. So you'll have Daria. Freya.
I would have just a whole brigade with me coming through there.
Yeah.
So, do we see anybody outside at all?
No, you don't.
So, why don't we just walk across instead of like debating?
Because I think it's
I
a
don't
good
see
idea.
anybody.
I think it's a good idea to come in from different directions so we're not all clustered and all of us get hit by this one big thing.
Yep.
Because people are more likely to throw like a big AoE at a group of people, which is why I wanted to come from different directions.
Arius is a mage, right? Ranged, doesn't get close.
Warlock ranged, yes. Limited hit points. He needs to be far away.
Okay.
Yeah, you should probably be up on the. You held a rampart.
It's the left rampart, because there's a small circular platform. Everything's fallen through. I was thinking firing a rope onto there.
They would probably hear that, the firing the rope.
Well, let me do this, you guys. Let me sneak across the drawbridge to the front, and actually that way we can get an idea of what we're going to be dealing with.
I could send my familiar around the back.
Your familiar
just
has to be near you. It can't go
Near
more
me.
than about 30 yards.
I mean, I think the familiar has like a certain range to it. Let me check.
I mean,
And
it could
I know
go
30
above.
yards being fairly generous, I think.
What if I sent it just hovering above the crenellations?
Sure.
So I'm going to have mine.
It says 100 feet.
And well,
Just
30 yards is like 90. I don't know. Anyway, 30 yards, 100 feet, near is what I say. I
Okay.
don't really care
Right, so
about that.
I'm going to have my familiar hover above the crenellations, and I'm going to look through my familiar to see what is around the keep.
Okay, make a wisdom check for that.
Right, coming off the...
Wisdom or perception?
Perception if you got it, wisdom if not. Remember, I don't know most of the skills, and I just go by the...
No.
Okay, so Arius, as you're looking around, with what kind of creatures you're familiar?
It's an owl. It's an owl.
Yes,
Okay,
owl.
your owl is floating around looking, and as you look through its eyes, you see there are a couple of guys there are murder holes in the walls where these guys can stand, and they've got archers there. So anyone who shows up on the walls or inside the courtyard is going to get shot at.
Yeah, we got murder holes, people. Rushing in would be a bad idea. Climbing the ramparts is a bad idea.
Then what is a good idea?
I could send in a... Hang on. Let me check my spells again. No, there's one of them that's very dangerous and never should do it.
I think
Close
climbing is a better idea than running in.
I could send in a fireball. Put them off guard.
I mean,
Yeah.
sure. There's a couple of things I could do, too.
Well, the problem is they're behind walls and the murder holes, and the courtyard itself is... It is 50 feet by 50 feet. I mean, it's a big area.
Fireball's range is 150 feet. I'm not sure about the detonation.
The detonation is whatever
20-foot radius. It's 20-foot radius is a...
Yeah. And you'd have to... You could try it. If you could get inside one murder hole, you'd at least take out whoever's in there. But honestly, a precise shot through the murder hole would probably be a better bet.
With an arrow or a crossbow.
Varg looks over at Carr and asks him if there's any chance he could, like, swim in under the moat and see if there's an underwater passage.
Yes, I think it's called a latrine. No, not a latrine. Is it a latrine?
It's definitely not called a latrine.
Levine?
An aqueduct?
No, an aqueduct goes overground, but usually medieval castles have like a little hole where all the wastewater would be checked.
I would like to mention I do have something that makes it to where ranged attacks have disadvantage on me. So I don't have to worry that much on...
Yeah, but we do.
But disadvantage does sometimes hit, and I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 murder holes there.
Okay. There's quite a few murder holes.
Yeah,
that's a lot of rolls. A lot of rolls.
Varg asks Carr to swim under the moat and look for an underwater way in.
All right, Carr does find on the north side. He does find an entry, basically a cistern.
A poop chute.
A poop chute, yes.
All right. Well, not the most ideal of places I want to go swimming in, but I think that would work.
No. It would work.
Actually, it's on the west side past a bunch of rubble. Okay, I just found it on the map and oriented myself.
Ah, okay.
Too bad you can't like mark it on this picture you shared.
You know what? Actually, you're having him just really scout out, and Josh, your owl has seen stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 1 second, I'm going to post this in Discord. Gary Gygax's spirit he's flipping out right now, but here you go.
Ooh. Ooh.
Alright, so I can see
And
what
I will
rolled
try
was.
to also put that in Roll20, even though it's really difficult to do. Alright.
Okay, so a good idea might be to go inside first. Have somebody go inside first and get rid of the snipers.
Hang on, there's one.
Bearing in mind, Freya was kind of born to do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's one arrow slot, one murder hole, one arrow slot at an angle to the drawbridge.
Mm-hmm.
Could I line up my crossbow laying on the ground to that arrow slit and fire a flaming arrow?
You know what? I'll allow that. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. What do I have to do for? Hang on, let me just.
A
check.
flaming arrow or just an arrow?
No, flaming arrow.
Okay.
Flame arrows.
Maybe not immediately,
it's
though.
a spell?
It's a spell, yes.
But yeah, I think it'd be a good idea to send Kara inside, to try and take out the archers first, if she can.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Mhm.
Well, so Kara, you going in?
Yep, I'll go in.
So how old is Kara?
25-ish.
Okay. About how much she weigh?
Like 150, 160.
Okay. Cool
Alright.
beans. So roll your stealth check, please.
Oh.
Okay, the drawbridge holds.
Oh.
You make your way across. You make your way across, and you've beaten the guard's perception. Okay. So the question becomes, which entrance do you go in? You can go to the tower. You can go through the main entrance, where there is the little murder hole. There's the murder hole that was facing the drawbridge. The guy didn't notice. So you could circle around and go to that murder hole and attack your prey.
Yeah, I'll do that. That sounds good.
Okay, so you slip around behind him. What do? You have advantage.
So I am.
Slice his throat.
Does she even have a knife?
No.
She
That's
takes
gone.
Knife if you're brave enough.
Well, obviously I do have unarmed skills, so
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to try to subdue him somehow unarmed, whether like I choke him out or break a neck or something.
Hey, okay, let's roll and see what you do.
All right. So roll
You have
damage.
advantage. It's your unarmed attack. He slips out of your grasp. He spins
Awesome.
around. He tries to stab you and fails freaking miserably.
Use his non-stabbing motion and move his hand into his neck with the knife. Grab his wrist and stab him. Why are you stabbing yourself? Why are you stabbing yourself?
If this were any other game, there's rules for that. But you know what? Give it a try. I tell you what. You want to do this. You want to try to Aikido his knife into his neck. You make a straight dex roll. He'll make a straight dex roll. Whoever wins gets it.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay, you do insta-kill him. You just spin the knife around and drive it into his neck. And he twitches once, quietly, before he can even cry out. That was fucking amazing. Nice. sometimes, you know. Woo-wee.
All right. So how easy, I guess, or how difficult would it be to get to the next murder hole?
Golly. Honestly, I need you to make okay, if you go through the doors, you could get to several murder holes in area number 6 on the map. 6 through 12, you'd have to go through those alone, though.
Okay. So where was I just at? What murder hole was I
You
at?
were okay. Around from number 3, you see that little V shape facing the drawbridge? That's where you were.
Okay. So what's in number 4 in the tower?
You don't know. You'd have to go in there to see.
Okay. I'll go in there to see first. So I guess I'll sneak in.
Okay, yes. Make a sneak and then a dexterity check.
Okay. So stealth check.
Or actually, stealth check and wisdom check. Or perception.
Question: while she's doing this, are the rest of us like going to be going in different directions on this place?
I'm gonna see what happens. Okay. Y'all kind of got the thumbs up from Freya, you know, that she had taken out that guy. And Freya, you're sneaking around, and suddenly, ding, 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 like cowbells are going off everywhere. You've triggered an alarm trap.
Oh.
Good news is, nobody can see you. Bad news is, the courtyard has, like, how many bandits filing out? 8 bandits have run out into the courtyard.
Can I find my fireball now?
Can you see them?
You can see them through the drawbridge. So, all right. So here's what's going to happen. Arius, you want to do fireball, right?
Yes.
You do know Freya's in there, right?
But I'm in the tower. I'm not like.
Oh
in the
yes. Oh
courtyard.
wait. Yes, you're in the tower. You're correct. So fire your fireball, please, Arius.
Yay!
Can I add to this after he fires
Yes.
it? I don't think. I mean, I was thinking of putting spike growth there, but also after he fires the fireball, so it doesn't just immediately destroy my spike growth.
Yes.
Which will, just make it very difficult for them to run around on fire and also be on pain.
Okay. So, all right. So, Arius, you shoot fireball at them.
Yes.
I'm just gonna roll once. Oh, that sucks for them. So, roll the damage on your fireball, please, Arius.
Remember, it is 8d6. Target takes 8d6 fire damage.
Yes.
Yes. Right.
Yes, they do.
So roll.
And they're taking all of that.
Oh lordy.
Alright, so everybody in there takes 25 points of damage. They are now screaming bandit skeletons. Trell. I mean, you really overkilled them. They had 10 hit points each.
I was about to say, do I need to put spike growth? I mean, they're kind of dead now, so.
Yeah, I mean, they're all quite dead.
How do you like your bandits? Medium rare? Oh, well done.
That was well done. All right. Kira,
Varg looks over at Arius and is just like, and you get on to me for puns?
All right. So, Kara, you have entered that tower, right?
Yes.
Okay. 1 second, just let me get... Okay. The upper portion of the tower has collapsed. The interior is dark. But as you step inside, you find the husks of dead animals lying all around.
No.
Okay.
Now I need. What's your armor class, Kara?
14.
Okay. Okay. You are attacked immediately by a huge wolf spider.
Ooh.
Oh.
It leaps at it's giant. It's pretty big. It leaps at you and it hits. It bites you. 4. Make a Constitution check as you take 1 hit point of damage. Okay, you are officially poisoned. You take 2 points of damage from the poison, and will continue doing so. And all of your rolls will be at disadvantage from here on out.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
What's going on with Kara and just getting like these consistent effects?
Exactly.
Effects?
Every single game we've played with
I
Kara,
know,
there's
right?
always been something wrong with her.
I'm sorry.
Poor
Gary,
Kara.
it's not me.
Kara is always in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Talk about taking one for the team.
You know, I can't help it if I can't, destroy the cauldron and ended up, becoming possessed and, getting hit by the fungus and,
I know, right?
and whatever else that poor Kara's
The
had happened to her.
The only time Kara was saved from poison damage was when Varg stopped her from eating food. That like,
My God, you're right. Okay. So
anyway,
now
would it be totally like against the idea that Varg decides that it would be good to like, kind of go in through that underwater entrance while everyone else goes through the front?
Can I say something?
Sure.
Just as an experienced D&D player, splitting the party, especially in a dungeon environment like this, is possibly one of the most awful things you can do. You should
Fair
not do it.
Fair enough.
It will be terrible things.
And that is why you ask.
The drawbridge is still going to be very flimsy for us to cross.
It has a 25% chance of collapsing.
That's why I was talking about, climbing the rubble.
We didn't expect the trip wire to cause an alarm, but everyone's roasted, so it's fine.
Not everybody. I imagine there's still people in there.
Oh, they'll be roasted soon enough.
Don't be one of those wizards that only uses fireball for everything.
I didn't ask how big the room was. I said I cast fireball. Anyway. Sarah, you are fighting the spider. The spider has an armor class of 14.
Okay, I will try to hit it with my quarterstaff.
I mean, does she scream? Not scream, but call for help.
Hang on just a second before I do that. I was trying to look to see there was something that I had that I could like disengage myself, right?
Yeah, I believe so. You can make a fighting withdrawal.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, because I can spend a. Okay, hold on. Okay, yeah, you can spend 1 key point to disengage your dash action as a bonus action on your turn, and your jump distance is doubled for that turn.
So you want to escape?
Yes.
All right. So Kara comes running back out from the tower with an ugly pair of purple puncture marks on her shoulder. Thank you, Jory, for listening to me, because I did not want to have to roll the Swamp's random encounter table. All right, so Kara, you're out in the courtyard. There are a bunch of dead bodies out here. Like, they're charred beyond recognition. Everyone kind of thoughtfully looking across the drawbridge as you run into you.
Oh, so yeah.
Are you
So
crossing the drawbridge?
Yeah. Um, because I'm afraid it's gonna break on me.
Okay, are you jumping? You still have that jump thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, she jumps across the drawbridge. Everything's good, but she's poisoned.
Well, I have something for that.
You should probably use it, because this round, she takes 4 points of damage.
Ew. So I have a lesser restoration, which cures several things.
Yeah, use that.
So yeah, I will
Oh,
use that.
sorry, I didn't- okay.
All right, badass. Okay, you remove the poison. Kara, you feel better.
Okay.
All right.
Big spider. Yeah. Big spider.
Ew.
Ow.
Spiders. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Okay, well. A bell rang, so I imagine they know we're here now.
Oh, the charred corpses on the ground.
Yeah, Oslin like peeks and do they though?
I imagine there's more people on the inside.
Oslin, you can walk across the drawbridge just fine. And you can peep inside. You peep inside, and you notice that there's several guys standing in the main doorway, like, discussing amongst themselves.
So I want to try something because like we're level 4 now, right?
Yeah, you are.
So we can do our level 3 spells.
Yep.
So I would like to shoot a lightning bolt at these guys.
Jesus. Okay, go for it.
Wait, hold on. One sec. Let me look at my thing real quick, actually.
Now, is this a lightning bolt or is it call lightning?
Call lightning.
No, hold on. You got your level 2 spells. Your level 3 spells will be when you get level 5. Because I have the same druid levels as you.
Then never mind.
So you have level 2 spells now.
Okay. Then I will try to... I can see him standing in a doorway.
Yes, and wait a second. I need to roll something real quick. Okay. All right.
Oh,
yes, you can see them. They don't see you.
Okay, so Kara cleared out like the little shooter's nest on like by the corner of 3, right?
Yes.
Is there a way that I can get into there?
Yeah. Roll stealth. You just have to beat a 15.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah, you get over there. What do you want to do?
I would like to. Am I in cover?
Yes, you've made it to cover.
Okay, so I'm going to attack. I'm going to shoot one of the guys standing in the door.
Okay. Make your attack roll. Beat a 14. You do. Roll your damage.
By the way, I would like to hold my own action and until like they start running out. If they start running out.
Okay, you hit him. He's like clutching his stomach and going, "Oh, God, Davey, I don't think I'm gonna make it." Davey's like, "Don't talk nonsense, Reg. You'll make it."
Do we know how many are left?
No, actually, you don't.
That's why I was like trying to like see if I could draw more out. Do they know where I'm at yet or no?
No, they have no freaking clue where you're at. You got a critical stealth roll. As far as they know, it's like freaking ninjas, and then like a wizard just fireballed the shit out of everyone.
That or the place is cursed.
These guys are like, whatever it is, if it comes across that drawbridge, we're killing it. Next thing I see cross that drawbridge. Let's get it.
Ooh. Okay. Sorry.
Yes, Tyler?
Ren could use major image and just make it look like there's a thing coming across the drawbridge.
You know what? Go for it. I will. What's the DC on his the saving throw? Is it?
Let me check real quick. Dancing lights, minor illusion, major image. Okay, here we are. Oh wait, nope, wrong one. There it is. Okay, so no larger than 20-foot cube. Last 10 minutes. Hold on. Alright, so an intelligence check against the caster's spell save DC, which is 13.
Okay, they don't believe this. They're like, what the hell?
He's
that?
making it dance.
Well, that's stupid. You hear calling from out of the keep. We know you've got mages.
No, you don't.
What did you say?
We know you've got mages.
No. What did Arius say?
I said, no, you don't. Prove it. Come out and prove it.
Make a charisma check, Arius.
So this, by the way, this spell lasts for 10 minutes. He's just gonna have it dance until...
What is it? Is it like a giant troll or something?
I was thinking like an owl bear.
Okay, dancing owlbear. Follow the dancing owlbear. Alright, so Arius.
Aw.
We're not coming out there. You filthy spell-mumbling sons of whores.
Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries.
What does that even mean? Wait a minute. I'm gonna hold up a flag. Are you the group that we were to expect? Somebody make a charisma check or deception or whatever you got.
I imagine it'd be Arius. I think he's the... Are you the one with the good charisma?
Now, is that a saving or just a general?
It's either a charisma check or a deception check if you've got deception.
There we go. Oh, yours was first and high up, so.
All right, so Varg, they're like, "Are you the party of new recruits?"
Yeah.
Oh, big scary lupine sons of bitches. Excellent. Here, let's put it on the regular drawbridge. They bring out a sturdier drawbridge and place it over.
They're not even
like, "Come in."
questioning like all the death.
Var just like looks over at Arius and everyone else and just goes like, I can't believe that worked.
I put a caressing hand over the lupine's muzzle.
I don't know how to talk to people. I can't believe that worked.
I know, right? All right, so the 5 pockmarked men come out, tough-looking guys in leather armor. They're like, sorry about the misunderstanding, but you passed the test. You wiped out a group of men who were tough and experienced, so welcome.
Yeah, your security needs beefing up if they were all you had.
They weren't. We were going to unleash other things till we realized who you were. One of you is an assassin, we know that. Someone hit Reg with an arrow.
Yeah,
Assassin.
Oslin's not coming out yet.
Neither is Drell. Not coming out yet.
He's contemplating if he's going to shoot an arrow at this guy right now.
Our assassins so good they don't appear unless they are needed.
Right.
It's part of the job.
Well, yeah, we got an assassin in the compound. I'm sure he'll be willing to meet new fellow guildmates.
Yes.
Yes, quite.
Yes. Any chance for a cup of tea?
We don't have tea, we have beer.
Beer will do.
Well, I am thirsty.
Yeah.
He leads you around some kobold pit traps. He's like, yeah, the kobolds guard at night. They built these traps. The alarm trap went off. Clever setting that off. So who all has gone into this place?
I know Kara ran back out after the spider attacked her.
But I'm assuming that we all came back in.
Oh no, Trella's laying in wait.
That's
Okay,
fine.
Trell is hiding outside.
Kara is kind of like just floating in the moat right now.
Well, I guess I came in with Arius.
Okay.
And Arius and Varg and Kara are going inside, and Oslin's hiding in a bush somewhere.
Oslin, Trell, and Daria are hiding, along with Hank.
And Galnesh, or whatever his name is.
Gromek came.
Oh, Gromek's with me as well.
You,
Okay.
you might as well just call them a Google Mesh or something after that.
Go. Gromek, yeah. Should write his name down.
You might want to. He kind of sticks with you.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are inside, and you find out that this is Davy. He's leader of this bandit group, and you find out he gives you all tabards that mark you with the sign of the elemental eye, or elder elemental eye.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, this will let the others know not to attack you.
Okay.
There's the clerics are going to have services here at sundown in the chapel. He points over to it.
Okay, yes. Services in the chapel. Yes. Good.
Can are we like so inside that we can't see the courtyard anymore?
Yes.
Darn it. Carry on then.
So what exactly is the layout of this? Because the ruined walls are very... Well, they're not that well defended if they're broken.
Most of the compound is underground, sir.
Ah, right. I see. Sir, why did you call me sir? I thought we were recruits.
Oh, I was aware that there wasn't... Wait a minute. You had better make a charisma check because you made Davey question who you are.
Save. Oh, and check. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Deception. Roll deception.
Deception. Right.
Ooh, good.
Holy crap! Okay,
Oh, good. Okay.
Arius,
Mm-hmm.
you have not only managed to allay Davy's fears, but you have learned that an elf lord from Selene is trying to throw in his lot with Lareth the Beautiful.
Ah.
Do we know who that is?
Would I know?
Lord Dalgoreth. Yes, you do know who he is.
Could I
He's
have a
the
bit more?
queen's cousin.
The queen's, as in the actual queen.
The actual queen.
Ah. Right. Yes, I do know of him. I do have family in the capital who are part of the Lord's Council. So,
Well,
yes.
he thinks you're Lord Dalgoreth.
Oh, I'm Lord. Okay. Yes. Yes.
Well, he doesn't. He's just a bandit. He doesn't know elves. I mean, you all look alike. You got pointy ears. And you make me feel strange about your ambiguous appearances.
Yes. Yes. And I hope that this alliance is to our mutual advantage.
Of course.
Captain.
Yes. Once the master gets time to see you, we'll take you down into the catacombs, past his undead horde. And when the master is ready, he'll discuss with you the terms, but we can definitely send assassins to relieve Selene of its queen and open up the throne for you.
That would be too suspicious at the moment. My continuous ventures out of the capital, not
really.
best.
We're going to blame it on some fellow named Syrian.
That's a good call, considering he doesn't live too far away.
Oh, he lives here now? We were just told he was sent up with those idiots from the Woodland Protectors.
Yes, he, yes, well, I believe he was sent by Her Majesty here, and, yes, he was with the, idiots at the Woodland Protectors. Shall we just have more exploration around the fortress? Because I think it could do wonders to have
I can't take you anywhere else. You'll have to sit here in the Great Hall. We'll serve you and your retinue.
I meant back outside because I want to see the damaged conditions of the keep. It's terrible.
The keep is a distraction, sir.
Even if it's a distraction, it should be a well-fortified distraction. Psychological
That's up to the
master. Yes.
The master has these giant glowing mushrooms in the catacombs.
How deep are the catacombs?
I think they only go down one level, but I don't know. I get turned around down there. The orcs and a couple of dwarves are much better at it than I am down there.
I'm sure Gromek would be interested in inspecting those at some point. He'll probably have the stomach for it, believe me.
Yes, my lord. Meanwhile, outside, Trell,
Yes.
you're well hidden, right?
Yes, especially if it's raining.
Oh, it's raining. All right, you're pretty well hidden. And as you're sitting there, you feel something watching you.
Oh, can I perception check?
You don't need to. When you turn around, there is a very large black dragon hunkered down in the bushes with you.
Oh!
Who might you be?
Run.
Very much not expecting this interaction.
Do you serve the Nimrods inside that building?
No, in fact, we oppose them.
Oh, you do?
It sounds to me like we may have a common interest.
Yeah, it does, but the way that dragon smiles is pretty terrifying, considering his teeth are probably the size of your swords.
Oh yes, he has not been in the presence of a dragon before. He just
Yes.
knows about them, has a very high regard for them, and respects how powerful they are.
I have it good here in this swamp. I would hate to see some idiot resurrect the temple and cause all that trouble again.
Resurrect the temple.
Yes. You do know who's in there, don't you?
We do know that there is one who's been causing quite a bit of trouble lately, raising
He's just serving his masters in the temple to the east.
to the east.
Yes.
Do you mean the temple of the elemental evil?
You've got it. You are smarter than you look. Strange dog hybrid thing.
So I take
Awesome.
it you're not a fan of them here.
No. Their interests do not align with mine. Oslin, as you are you looking out the murder hole at any time?
Yeah, he's like scoping out everything. Like,
All right, you see the dragon hunkered down over Trell and Daria. Tank is whimpering in the bushes, and I suspect even Carr has gone to the bottom because Carr, as any sensible being, wants no part of this.
Yeah, he's like he's at the very bottom of the moat right now, just like.
does it appear that he's like in an stand?
Oh gosh, he seems as unaggressive as a giant dragon ever does.
Okay. And does Trail look like he's ready to either fight or flight?
It's hard to tell from here. It's raining because it's hard to see, so it's hard to see Trell.
Especially
Not hard for the
to see
dragons.
me.
It's hard to see Trell. Not too hard to see the dragon because it is so gosh darn big.
Right. I'm trying to think if there's a way I can communicate. I think he's gonna hold for now.
You could turn into a bird and fly over to him if you want to.
Can I though? With the
Well, I'm
Wild
sure
shape?
you've seen birds.
Yeah.
No, I know, but I just wasn't sure with that wild shape if I could actually fly.
Is wild shape a... Yeah, you can. You can turn
Yeah, you
into
can
a
turn
natural
into
animal.
any animal as long as it's at or below your level.
Okay. Well, then I will do that.
All right, flap, flap, flap. You are over to Trell, and you're listening to this conversation. The dragon quirks an eye and says, "A bird that smells like halfling. Interesting. Druid."
Charles is just kind of looking at the bird like, you thought he wasn't gonna notice?
Oslin will like fly down and like change back to his normal form.
I've not seen halflings in an age.
I will. He will introduce himself, Oslin Tea Leap, and take a deep bow.
I am pleased to meet you, Master Tea Leaf. He licks his teeth. And you feel his spittle falls from his tongue and sizzles on the ground. Your friend, the strange chimera, with... Is that a fairy dragon hiding in your cloak?
Yes. Ren just like sticks his head out for half a second and then sticks it back in.
If you are here to put an end to the nonsense going on in the moat house, I will be most appreciative.
Well, that is in fact exactly what we're here for. And there will be more trouble coming, in a week, in fact.
Thank you very much. That might explain why I saw a bunch of orcs. Orcs are not as tasty as elves. But since I somewhat like you, our purposes align. The others who came in and were greeted with open arms, are they part of your group?
They are. They were just overwhelmingly deceptive and managed to get in.
One of them
Would
surprisingly
you like me
so.
to help? Would you like me to help you get inside? I can drop you on one of the ruined rooftops.
That would be appreciated, actually. Though I imagine large wings would cause a bit of a ruckus and alert many people.
He takes off at that moment with this horrible silence.
Oh,
Like it's
So-
like an owl. He just sort of flies over you in a circle and lands.
He's toothless.
So like, Oslin looks over at Trev like, "Did you hear him land behind?"
no, I didn't hear a thing, actually.
In my swamps, I am quiet as the grave.
That is incredibly impressive.
And kind of
Ooh,
disturbing.
hang on. One sec. I like you. What is your name, little dog creature?
My name is Trell.
Trell. It is a good name.
Thank you.
Dragons are susceptible to flattery.
Oh, I know.
They love it.
Trell's done much research on dragons.
I will be your friend. You may always count on my help should you require it.
I heavily appreciate that.
Isn't it the black dragon that loves bargaining?
It's the black dragon who loves cruelty.
Yes, he does.
They enjoy torturing. That is their thing.
If you could bring me Lareth the Beautiful, the human cleric who deigns to sully my swamp with his strange religion, if you could bring him to me alive, I would grant you a boon.
Lareth the Beautiful. Is he inside?
Oh yes, he's inside.
Bring him to you
Surrounded by
alive.
Oslin asks is if he's actually beautiful, or is it kind of like one of those tiny things where he's
Oh, I
super
don't know.
ugly?
All of you two-footed creatures are hideous to me.
I will do my absolute best. I cannot speak for my friend's actions.
Well, if one of your friends happens to kill him, then you could give me the friend.
I will make sure they're aware of that.
Very good. So he will take you over the wall silently, and he will grant you another lair action from his swamp,
Oh.
which is the three of you, Daria, yourself, and Oslin, will remain invisible until you attack something.
My goodness. Making friends with dragons is great. This is not exactly the
So-
type of dragon I expected to be
so-
friends with, though.
So like we could be standing like right next to somebody in a open room, and they don't see us.
Right.
Oh, that's cool.
That is
Until
cool.
you attack them or cast a spell on them or something.
Okay.
Speaking will not reveal you. It will just, they can look for you and they'll be at disadvantage to hit you. But
Yeah.
speaking will not make you visible.
Do we know if there's a time limit on this?
As long as you're in this swamp, or until you attack something, whichever comes first.
Okay.
So use this to your advantage and act like ghost haunting the halls.
Oh yeah, Trell is going to be wandering the halls and looking
Ooh.
at everything.
Ooh, boo!
This is why Varg is not the ghost right now.
Hey, I have no plans about this. This is all just kind of happening extemporaneously. Y'all did not do anything that Gary Gygax thought anyone would do. So we're in uncharted territory.
I really wasn't expecting a dragon. Thank you for that.
That's to roll him on the encounter table either.
That's what that rolling was about.
Yes. So Arias.
Mm-hmm.
Or should I say Lord Dalgareth?
Yes. Lord Dalgareth for now.
Yes. You should probably not correct him at this stage. Okay, so you're given some fairly nice food. And Gromek is, at your side. He's not wanting to leave you.
That makes sense.
And he actually, do you speak Orcish?
Let me just check. I'm sure. Common, Elven, Draconic, and Undercommon.
I know that Varg does.
Varg speaks Orcish.
Oh.
Alright, so Gromek says in Orcish, he's like, these are Black Arrow orcs.
Varg looks back at him and just replies back to this, like, and that's a bad thing?
Also remember, Varg can use message.
I murdered a Black Arrow orcs shaman once. They might know me.
Oh.
And he's been saying this in Orcish, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he's not speaking common in front of Captain Loose Lips over here.
Right. Varg,
Which, thanks to your deception, he's...
Yeah. So Varg's gonna use his ability Message, which is where he directs towards a individual and whispers something, and only that person can hear it.
Okay.
And he's going to direct it to Arius and basically say, so Gromek knows, these people may know Gromek.
Can I reply in this secret whispering thing?
I'm afraid it only goes one way.
Yeah, I think it does. And is it a spell or is it a cantrip?
It is.
Oh. Go to spells.
It is a cantrip.
Okay, good. Yeah. Just making sure.
Okay. Would he know Draconic?
Would who know Draconic?
Jari's character.
Go to core again.
Core.
Go down now. Languages.
Common. Oh,
Yep,
Draconic. You
Draconic.
do know Draconic. Okay, so I can respond to you in Draconic, so that's fine. Oh, that's not good. Perhaps we should attempt to make our way up inconspicuously.
And he's going to reply back, just be like, and how are we going to do that? They're not letting us leave their side.
Kara,
Oh.
Yeah.
since you're with this part of the group, you notice a man in red robes. He's a member of the Scarlet Brotherhood. You see he's walking barefoot and his hands are scarred from pounding hard surfaces.
Does he notice me?
He does not notice you. However, Varg,
Oh no. the only distinguishable person he remembers.
So, all right. So, trailing in behind this man in the red robes is the young man that you talked with at length back in the Ostwerk jail.
Varg is. Does Varg notice these people?
Yes, Varg notices. Yes.
And of course, he just looks over and, he just does that slow eye close while he shakes his head and looks back towards the table as if he's about to bash his head into it, just like, oh, no.
You guys are the ones who just willingly walked in there with them.
It's called gathering intelligence.
I mean, sure, yeah. But you run the risk of this.
Yeah.
The one distinguishable character in this whole group went in and is now seeing someone that is familiar.
Gerald looks. Yes.
Oh, I was going to ask if I can kind of try to slip out of sight and try to work my way around to.
The difficulty on that will be 18. Make a stealth check.
Ooh. Oh!
Kara is just Kara does like throws a smoke bomb, vanishes. Young Gerald walks in and he doesn't know you, Arius. I don't think he remembers you. He's like, Lord Dalgareth, a pleasure. And then the older man looks over and says, why do you speak? And Gerald whispers to him in a language none of you understand. And he points at Varg.
And Varg's just like, and here we go.
Absolutely none of us understand this language.
Not unless you remember the Scarlet Brotherhood, no.
Yeah.
Alright, so at this moment, the older man walks over and he places one hand on Davy, the bandit captain, and then with a swift motion snaps his neck.
No.
Lord Dalgareth.
Yes. You're breaking up a bit, Tina.
Yeah.
He turns his eyes to Dalgareth and he very soft. You see us.
Oh, hang on, Tina. You are
Okay.
you are breaking up terribly.
Yeah, we can't understand anything you're saying.
One second.
Our voice connection is really bad.
I know it is. Let me try going out and back in real quick.
Alright, that's better. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Okay, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
No
Okay.
problem.
Alright, yeah. It's working now.
Anyway,
That
So he
was
snaps
weird.
the dude's neck.
Yes.
He snaps Davy's neck. Poor Davy, he never had a chance.
Ah,
This is a short, compact, muscular man, bronze skin, red hair, and I think green eyes. He's got piercing green eyes, wearing simple red robes, and he's barefoot. And in a very soft-spoken voice, he's like, "Esteemed Lord Dalgareth, it seems that you have a spy among your retinue." He looks at Varg.
don't worry, my dear priest. I captured this creature and his family. He's currently my slave. If he ever utters a word or fights against me, his family will be put to death by my men.
I need you to make a deception roll. And the difficulty on it is going to be 17.
oh.
Can I
Oh.
prepare?
Oh.
Can Varg help?
If this doesn't go well.
Varg, yes, you can try to help, and then Kara, you'll get to do what you want to do in a second.
Okay.
Damn it!
If only you had advantage.
He said he, without skipping a beat, with this very gentle, soft voice, he says, "And why, Lord Dalgareth, do you lie to me?" He quirks his head to one side. Kara, what do you want to do?
Oh. How many people total are in the room?
Well, now that Davy's dead, just young Gerald, who is and probably about your level in martial skill, and then you've got whoever his master is, who is
Right.
you can tell by sight he is very powerful.
I'm gonna crap.
So it's only just us three in the two.
One
You
second.
don't know if it's only
I need
three.
I need to narrate one other thing.
Okay.
Oslin and Trell, you have been dropped or set down very gently so you can look down into this room.
Okay, good.
So they just watched that whole thing transpire.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you've seen the whole thing.
So I
would like to go down in there. Nobody
But I'm
can see me.
invisible.
We are the invisible.
I guess I'm gonna jump out and surprise attack Gerald.
Okay. All right, so the invisible people, you guys have advantage, but you will need to roll stealth to avoid making sound, because Brother Valwyn has blind fighting.
Ah, okay. Alright, let me find my stealth.
Yeah, monks are stupid at high levels in 5e.
Not great. And
You
it's
make
not.
it.
Is it currently raining on me, by the way?
So, okay, you said
Until
stealth.
Yes.
What was the difficulty?
Fuck it, you did it.
Okay.
You're just like, you have advantage, and it's easier for you because you're invisible. And our esteemed Scarlet brother is Whew. Okay, so Kara, make your attack on Gerald. Whoo-wee! Good thing you have advantage.
Yeah.
All right, so you swing, you hit Gerald. Roll your damage, please.
Nope. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Try that again. I clicked the wrong thing.
Okay, you hit Gerald. He dodges to the side. You've bruised his neck, but now he's like standing in a fighting stance, ready for you.
Okay. So then I would like to take my bonus action as my flurry of blows.
Okay.
And use the point.
All right. Go for it.
So is that one? Did we decide last time? Was that unarmed?
No, you can use You can use any monk weapon, which a quarterstaff is one, with flurry of blows.
Okay, that's what I was trying to make sure. Damn.
He actually manages to dodge your attacks. And okay, he'll go, and then we will start cycling through the turns. 1 second. Okay, good news is he doesn't hit you. You're just as skillful at stopping him as he is you. All right, so here's how it's going to go. Arius.
Hello.
You got one chance here. You got one chance to, and the difficulty's 15.
Okay.
You got to convince this guy that you are Lord Dalgareth, and you don't even know these assholes.
How dare you insult Can I just roll something and pretend I'm saying something very smart? Right.
What you do is you roll charisma, and it's just like swinging a sword. I don't expect you to tell me how you swing a sword. I really don't need you to dissect how you would say stuff unless you just got something cool to say.
Oh, well, fuck.
Okay.
Wait, shouldn't you roll deception instead of charisma?
Oh, yes, deception. Roll deception.
Oh,
Thank you,
okay.
Skylar.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, that'll work. You just reversed it. All right. All right. So, what happens? What is your armor class, Arius?
My armor class is 13.
He touches you in 5 separate spots on your chest.
Yeah.
Okay.
You must be loyal to my cause. This is your geas. In other words, yes.
Oh man, that's a high level one.
Well, it's a monk ability, too. They could do something like geas, but geas is the effect.
Oh, okay.
You may make a saving throw. Make it a Constitution save.
Okay.
To not be affected by this.
Okay.
The difficulty is 15. Please?
No.
Yes, my master. Okay.
No.
So now you have your free will, and you can actually go against him, but it will cause some penalties. It's like a curse. I'm sorry. All right, so Varg, what are you going to do?
He's going to roll away from that monk that can snap people's necks in one go.
Well, the monk used one of his actions to shut down Arius for now.
Yeah, so he's not sure what's going on. He's, like I said, he's just going to roll away from being in close proximity to anyone and like just and
okay.
I'm surprised Gomek isn't going to get Arius out of there now.
Well, Gromek is going to act here in a moment, but unfortunately
Okay.
you're in the room with like Captain Kung Fu. Okay.
So would Varg make a dexterity roll or something?
You don't have to. You can flee from him. He's not interested in chasing you, which is kind of scary.
Have a look at your spells, see what you might be able to do.
Okay, I'm level 4. I don't.
No, you're level 3 ranger.
Oh yeah, level 3 ranger. That's right. And that gives me.
You have all your level 1 spells.
Okay. Think. Try to cast Witch Bolt on the bigger monk, the stronger one. I
Yeah,
guess.
go for it. You know, I really did not intend for this guy to show up. But everybody's like, I'm sending messages to the Great One and all this shit. Okay. All right, you made your ranged attack. You hit him. Roll your damage, please.
Good, you'll keep hitting him like this.
He gets a saving throw, doesn't he?
Um,
On a hit? No. Okay. Nice. Okay. So you've hit him, and you shocked him. He's like... He's not happy with you. Alright,
No.
so... Trell...
yeah, I'm thinking about what I'm going to do. How close is this guy to,
You're in melee range.
I mean, how close is this guy to the other guy?
To which one? Gerald, the younger monk?
Both. How close are they to each other?
Pretty close. They're all in the same room, but the problem is you've got Arius right there, you've got Kara right there, and you've got Varg on the outside of a lot of ranges, just a little bit.
Yeah, alright. So none of these ranged attacks of mine is probably going to work.
That would be like throwing fireball. Probably a bad idea.
Apart from one. And this dude, like, you know, I figure this might help a bit on him. And mostly because he seems to, like, kind of serve a sort of demonic thing going on. He may even be a demon, I don't know. But if so, then as the action, I would like to do this. Level 2.
Alright. So you're dealing 15 points of radiant damage?
Yes, unless he makes his save, then it's half.
Now let's see. What's the difficulty on the save?
13.
He makes it.
Okay, so definitely half. However,
He's taking 7 points.
yeah. However, that moonbeam stays there until, well, for a while at least, a few turns.
All right, so you have appeared.
Yes, I also have a bonus action.
You do. You should probably use that.
Yes. So I am going to do my spirit bond for bear, which gives everybody, it gives everybody 5 hit points plus my level, so 5, 6, 7, 8, that's 9 temporary hit points, and advantage on strength checks and saves.
Okay, nice. Okay. Here's where it gets fun. Oslin, what are you going to do? And then it's time for Brother Valwyn, the Scarlet Monk, to kind of unload, and then we'll get back to Gerald and Kara.
Oslin is going to, like, where exactly is he at?
You're across the room, so you could shoot or you could dash up and stab him.
I'm not dashing up and stabbing this guy.
Yeah,
Not after watching what he just did to Arius. Be none of that. So yeah, I guess I'll just give him a good old shot.
Okay. Okay, okay, cool. You hit him. Roll your damage.
So by the way, I'm guessing this dude was not a demon or a shape changer.
He ain't.
Okay.
He's just a monk.
Okay.
A terrifying monk. All right, you hit him. Actually, wait. He does get one thing. Okay, okay. Because monks can do this, and I'm sorry, he just literally batters the missile out of the air with his fist. Yeah, you can do that, can't you, Kara? You can do that too.
Yep.
So he deflects it with his fist. Okay, so Arius, if you try to act directly against this guy, you will accrue disadvantage.
Can I try and just do nothing?
Yes.
If I do nothing, will I attack the rest of the group?
No. You are not charmed, you just can't act against this man.
Then I just sit down at the table and do nothing.
There's wine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit down and drink.
Okay,
wine...
awesome.
Is the wine poison?
No.
Wait, you said I can't do anything against him.
Right.
Can I order Gromek to do things against him?
Yes, you can. What do you want him to do?
Destroy him. Any way you can. Make sure you're safe, though.
Gromek swings at him, and he literally blocks the chopping blade of the axe with his forearm and dents the axe.
Okay.
By the way, this is not this beautiful person, right?
No, this is not. This is This is a decidedly plain Sulois man who is not very beautiful. Okay, so
Oh, wait, before... Could I just leave and go and try and get the rest of the army across?
it's risky. You'd be going alone through a swamp
And there is a
Okay.
dragon prowling about.
Mm-hmm.
with wandering monsters and a dragon that is partial to eating elves. There would have to be 3 wandering monster checks on your way back.
That sounds dangerous. I'm just gonna go into the corner or go into another part of the castle or something and just drink my sorrows away.
All right, so what is your before you do that, Kara,
Yeah.
what is your armor class?
14.
What did you say, 14?
Yes.
All right, so Gerald is trying to hit you, and it's pretty fast and furious over there. You're dodging. He punches a hole in some of the stonework. Now, Brother Valwyn is going to start acting. Trell,
Yes.
what's your armor class?
Currently, since he's got his swords, it is 17.
Thankfully, but it's hard. You barely dodge
Ooh.
you barely parry his fists. And once again, his fists are making nicks in your blades. So that's his first thing. Second attack he does is he goes after... I'm going to say Gromek.
Gromek.
He hits Gromek.
No.
Oof, Gromek is bloodied. I mean, he basically hits him so hard that Gromek coughs up blood. Now he is going after, with his last action of the round, he is going after Varg. And he's just like dashing about because he's a stinking monk. Varg, you get an attack of opportunity.
Yay!
Fuck him up, Varg.
Bite his jugular.
I mean, yeah, that's exactly where he goes for.
Okay.
Mouth open, teeth all into the neck, right at the jugular. He's like thrashing this dude.
The difficulty to hit on that will be, it's +3, so 18.
And that's a strength thing, isn't it?
It would be a strength thing,
No,
but
go,
you get
go down.
get your proficiency.
Down. Scroll down.
Give me a second. I'm trying to. Okay.
Okay, up a little bit. There's the bite. Just click it.
Does it? It already has my proficiency added to it.
Yeah.
You try to bite him, and your teeth literally scrape off of his skin. It's like tougher than some leather you felt. All right. So next we have Kara. You get your attack on Gerald.
Alrighty.
By the way, next time Gerald has his turn, the Moonbeam will hit him again. Because he's going to be in the same spot as I hit him before when he starts his turn.
Oh yes. Actually, hang on. No. Actually, so are you aiming for the big monk with the moonbeam or little guy?
The big monk.
The big monk is Valwyn, and yes, he will be hit by it.
Okay.
Thank God.
And on Barb's
Okay,
next turn,
did
the
roll
witch
my-
bolt will hit
my
him too.
quarterstaff.
Say again, Kara.
I did roll my quarterstaff.
Okay, you do hit. You do hit Gerald. So roll your damage. Okay, you hit him. Blood spews from his mouth. A couple of teeth fall out, and he growls and clenches his fist. And he pulls out a kind of weird, a chain with a weight on the end. It's called a Manriki Kusari. and he starts swinging it, and he swings at you, and you get an attack of opportunity plus your bonus action.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep on whacking.
Sometimes it is okay. He blocks it with the chain.
All right. So then one more time. Or not.
He's out for blood now. He is not happy. Oslin, what are you doing?
Oslin is going to. I kind of want to do that moonbeam thing, but
you can double it.
Moonbeam is neat.
Yeah, it is. I think that's why I picked it. All right, so let's see what. What do I need to roll?
Let me just
Actually, he rolls a save. Valwyn does.
do you want me to just click mine to
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, okay.
Valwyn's taking the full damage on this one.
So that will be 16.
Ugh. He's grunting. A little bit of blood is coming from his ears as the magic damage begins vibrating apart his molecules.
Man, and like on his next turn, he's gonna get hit with both of them.
Well, he gets hit with yours again too. So
Really?
roll for
It's
and the witch bolt too, right?
7.
Well,
all right.
The witch bolt is on Varg's turn. It's the monk's turn right now, right?
Okay.
Yeah, it's Oslin. Okay. Arius. Oh, actually, it's Gromek's turn.
Yeah,
Gromek's
so on the monk's next turn is when he gets hit with both of them again.
Jesus. Okay,
Gromek. Yeah.
Gromek swings, and he bites deep. He breaks through the monk's iron body. Blood squirts from a shoulder. The monk groans in agony. He now strikes out at Gromek. And Gromek manages to parry.
Mm.
He strikes out at Trell. Trell?
Oh wait, it's his turn, so he gets hit with both of those again, right?
Well, yes, I'm going to take off his damage in a second.
Okay.
But yes, he's taking it. It's bad. The Witch Bolt will be very bad. Fortunately, he doesn't understand magic that well. So he tries to hit you, but you sense he's weakening. Finally, in a great fit of anger, he tries to kick you in the face, Varg. What's your armor class?
16.
He hits you. And you take 10 points of damage as you feel your snout snap backward.
Ouch. Well, that was mostly just the temporary hit points, so yay.
Good thing they had them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Var just, doubles back, holding his nose, just growling. It's just like, you son of a whore!
Oh no, there's a countdown.
Yes, there's a countdown.
Oh
You
no.
started at 4, you're at 2. All right.
Can I do the moonbeam thing now?
Yes.
Sweet.
Absolutely.
Just hit it twice. 13 or
And
14.
he gets to save twice, correct?
He has to make
was
2
it-
different Constitution saves.
First one he makes, so he takes 6. Second one he makes. So okay, so he's still down 13. He's not feeling great. All right, Gerald is going to try to fuck it. Gerald makes a stealth roll. He ninja vanishes. He's done.
Oh damn.
He's out of there. He's like, they're killing my master. Fuck all this. I will seek revenge later. He's like, deuces, and escapes.
Dick.
Arius,
Hello.
you're in another room, drinking away your sorrows, right?
No, I'm just in the corner. I've decided I'm just in the corner.
You're in the corner. Okay, never mind then. All right.
Well, I was gonna say, could I just persuade the warlock to stop?
The monk?
Yeah, could I just be like, stop? Can't you just see you're damaging everything? Just stop. It's no point. Why?
You're going to try to existentially argue a monk out of. You know what? Go for it. Make an intelligence check. Because
Not a
I really
persuasion
don't know
check?
what persuasion maybe. I mean, I'm trying to figure out what skill I would use for philosophical arguments and appeals to nihilism would be. So sure, persuasion. Nothing
Yeah.
matters.
Oh, persuasion. Oh.
Maybe
Roll persuasion. Because shit fire. All right. You have a philosophical argument to stun him for 2 rounds.
He's stunned, so he's gonna just get hit with his moonbeam multiple times.
He's just dumbfounded. He's gobsmacked. He's had like this existential argument laid on him that nothing matters. That all of life is just a farce, a play of shadows on a cave wall. Kara, would you like to hit him?
Oh.
You have advantage because he's philosophically wounded. You hit him. Roll your damage. Holy shit! Okay, you just beat him in the head, and like, his jaw crack, and he just kind of stands there like, does it really matter? Is life worth this?
Can I hit him again?
Yeah, go for it. Take a bonus action. Oh my god! Okay. Okay. Boom! Boom! One of his eyes is swollen shut from him mercilessly with a stick.
Here's my question. Since he's kind of stunned, can we, I guess with the damage that I've just done to him, is it possible for us to like tie him up so we can question him?
You don't know. I mean, if he recovers, he is a high-level monk. I mean, he's like 13th level.
Okay.
What's the countdown for?
We
You'll
don't
find
know.
out. All right. So, Varg, do you want to bring this on home? Do you want to bolt this guy?
I just want to quote that, like, yep, that did nothing.
Oh man.
Actually, his head explodes.
Oh.
I mean, y'all had beaten him down severely.
Yeah, and Varg's just staring at him just with narrowed
Congratulations,
eyes.
Arius. You no longer have a Geas because the guy that gave it to you is now dead.
Your life's just one big mystery that we'll never find out anything.
The door to the room shudders as you hear what sounds like a battering ram hit it.
Oh no.
You didn't think you were going to have this big battle in a room and not attract attention in a fortified fortress.
Yeah.
Is there a place to hide?
Retreat.
Okay, let me take a look at where you...
Is this the only door in the room, or?
Hang on, I'm taking a look. No, it is not.
Is it the door that we came through?
No, there is... Okay, you guys could technically at this point climb through a window to the south. You're in room 17, by the way. On the map.
Oh, we're in room 17.
Yep, that's where poor Davy took you.
Ah, okay. I'm kind of happy with my moonbeam being up. I don't want to have to cast it again.
Well, unfortunately, it doesn't travel. Well, do you want to let them in and just use the choke point to fight them?
I mean, I think that'd be a good idea. Just kind of move the moonbeams in front of the door so everybody who runs through them gets hit by them.
I'm
Where?
assuming
I'm sorry. Where are they coming in at?
they're coming in through those double doors on the east wall.
Okay, is there like one of the arrow points that I can get to real fast?
Only facing outside of the structure.
Oh, okay. Is that rubble in the room?
There is rubble in the room, yes.
Can I hide amongst the rubble?
Yes, you can use the rubble for cover.
Okay.
The ranged people can get +3 to their armor class by hiding in the rubble.
Yeah, Aris is going to hide in the rubble, load up his arrows. I mean, why are we even fighting?
Varg is actually like staring very solemnly at that area where Gerald just like disappeared, and like without skipping a beat, he just looks at Arius and just says, "Arius, get your drunk ass hidden."
I'm hidden. Shush, you big puppy.
I think I would like to slink back into the shadows and go stealth.
And Varg looks at Trell. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna move my moonbeam where, like in front of the door, and then just kind of be off to the side of one door. By the way, did Carr come in here with us? And
No,
Hank?
Carr is still in the moat.
Oh, okay.
I could yell out the window for him, and he could like come up behind them while they're bashing the
away
door.
from the. Didn't he disappear away from the black dragon?
Also, there's Daria. Did she come in with me?
I think Tina's microphone might not be working.
Yeah, I can't hear her if she's trying to talk. Tina, if you're there, we can't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Oh, there you are.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry, my internet decided to shit its pants.
Did Arius give it a big talking to?
Yes, Arius did. I wish I heard it. Yes, the internet was like, why do I even bother? Congratulations, Josh. You are the first person that ever philosophically stunned an NPC on my watch.
So I was asking if what was her name? Hold on, let me look. If Daria came with me.
Yes,
here.
Daria is with you.
Okay, just making sure. She didn't attack before, so
But she's still invisible.
Oh, okay, neat.
So she's kind of holding off, waiting to see, and y'all seemed to have it handled because she is, well, not magically inclined, and but
Yeah.
next comes fun stuff. So the doors shutter, and you start to see axe blades cutting through. Gromek is like, oh no. You see a whole bunch of orcs on the other side of the door.
Ooh, Varg will excel at this with his
Digging out of
favorite
the
enemy.
window.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Varg's got favorite enemy on orcs.
Yep. And, can we cast spells while this is going on?
Actually, at this moment, hang on. I'm actually writing up the room. Actually, at this point, I am going to kind of call a cliffhanger here.
Oh.
I know I suck, but I really need to, because I need to work on the choke point mechanics and kind of, because there's some special stuff I want y'all to be able to do in this room. And so there's some mechanics I want to work out. And besides, y'all did just murder a 13th level monk.
You really focused hard on him.
Yes, and it was a good thing you did, because if you had tried to do something else, he likely would have killed you. As you saw, he had +6 to all of his rolls.
Oh.
And fortunately, Tina rolls like shit for the enemy. Which is good. That's good. Because I love your characters and I really don't want to kill them. But, you know. This was a perfect example of how no plan survives contact with the enemy. All right, so we're gonna cut for now, and next time you'll be facing down 25 orcs, and this will give you guys some time to think of strategies, and I'll think of some goodies in the room to let you all.
Sweet.
All right, I hope everyone enjoyed this. I really did.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh, that dragon.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Good.
Next week I may not be able to make it. I'll know more on the day of.
Well, if you can't, then I'll make up some cool story about Kara chasing after Gerald through the window, and you know, there'll be some badassery afoot. I promise. Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for playing. As usual, I enjoyed this thoroughly, and Josh, congratulations.
I didn't know it would work. I just thought, what can I do? I'll just do
what?
that.
I'll allow it. You know, I allow it, and I'll roll for it. And I'm, you know, in case y'all can't tell, I just let I actually obey the dice. I don't fudge the dice to help you, and I don't fudge the dice to hurt you. It's like literally whatever the dice come up with, I just do what makes sense. And I'm like, holy shit! Well, Arius is a smart guy, so I'm just gonna imagine that Arius was like the like one of those guys that you meet at a party that is just like, I am a nihilist. I believe in nothing.
It can be when he's drunk, as we discovered.
Well, see, now you've got the quirk, drunk nihilist.
Thank you so much, Tina.
Personality traits.
Yes, I love drunk nihilist. I mean, that's character growth right there.
All right, have a good night, you guys. I'll
have a good night.
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 Night.